where we bring in Maureen back to talk about another story that you have where this is about people who want to slow down and enjoy life here in Moore. Maureen?
Brian, people are proud of every street and every spot here in the Mora community, and they take care of their corner of the world, no matter how small it may seem.
We're getting a lot of grass in here, aren't we?
I know.
With his hands in the dirt
Looking good.
and the trees towering above,
Getting better.
Dave Molinaro is immersed in the big
Critters and humans together.
and the small.
Oh, a worm. I think walking in here in the early morning when it is quiet and the birds are chirping and the squirrels are chucking.
This is one of his favorite places.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's a flower. That big guy? I hope it's a flower.
Their little but loved native garden at Mason Wallace Park in Charlotte.
The first year, sleep. Second year, creep. Third year, leap.
He and other volunteers
I'll contact Park and Rec tomorrow.
adopted this park several years ago.
Dandelions are beautiful, aren't they?
About when Dave noticed his neighborhood was changing.
During that time period of about 8 years ago, this area had taken a nosedive. Stores were leaving left and right. You know, the drugstores, the supermarkets, gone.
He says he couldn't stop everything happening, but he could start somewhere.
There's some major stuff happening in the world, and I sort of step back and say, well, what can we do here, locally, on a small level?
In this case, it's ground level. They've added 2 gardens and have plans for a 3rd. They'll pick up trash, paint.
Anything to help the area thrive.
Dave has become an expert at balancing it all, except for one thing.
I tell you, I can't remember a plant's name if my life depended on it. I could plant the hell out of them, but I can't think of a plant's name.
Okay, he may not know the name of the plants,
I wish I could name a plant. A rose, I could name a rose.
but he cares.
This is clear.
They all do. They know it's nothing huge.
And both of them have bluebird nests in them. Oh, what a treat, yeah.
It's some plants in a 30-acre park in a city full of people.
Yeah, looking good, like I knew you would.
But what if everyone started small? That could be big. This goes to show what can happen if you care just a little bit. You don't have to have grand plans to make a difference. Now, Dave says anytime he goes to the park and sees someone on the playground or a family having like a birthday party or something, he feels pride in what they do. Brian, it's those small gestures, and they do add up.
Small gestures do add up, and it's unbelievable. His passion, it really shows through when he was talking about how much he cares about what he does, and that green thumb by him right there is just one of the reasons why people want to